Hello and welcome to day 25 of our 30-day yoga journey, Intention. Today we focus on the intention of trust. Trust is such a value commodity in today's world. Like not only trusting others, but actually also trusting yourself and trusting your body. Today we're going to work on trust as we come through today's class, and we're going to work towards a crow pose, because crow is really a lot about having trust in yourself. So we're going to have a play, we're going to work to it, and we're going to have some fun. We are going to start today coming onto our hands and knees. So finding your tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On an inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the head. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, looking forward, opening up. Exhale, rounding in. Continuing to flow with your breath here. Beautiful. Now we're going to add on. We're going to add that right knee. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it in towards the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Moving in time with your breath, connecting the movements and the breath together. And then releasing that right knee to the ground and switching for the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. Releasing the knee to the mat. Tuck your toes, and we're just going to lift those knees off the mat ever so slightly. Pause and breathe here. Activating through that core. And then releasing down. We're going to sit back onto our heels. And we're going to extend our arms up in front of us. Inhale, fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, fingertips towards the floor. Continuing here like this. Inhaling and exhaling. Fingers go up and down. And then pausing when they're facing up this time. Take your left hand across the right fingertips and just pressing that hand gently into the right hand. Releasing, point the right fingertips down and pressing that left hand over the right again. Release, left fingers go up to the ceiling, place the right hand over the fingers. Point them down, hand rests over the fingers. Beautiful, release, and we're just going to take some circles with the wrists. And then in the opposite direction. Just warming up those wrists because we're going to work on them a lot today. And then bringing the hands to the shoulders. We're going to open the arms out wide. We're going to take some circles. So lower those elbows down towards the floor, bringing them in front of the chest. Elbows come to touch. Inhale, lift them up, open up. So creating circles with those elbows. And switch the direction of the circles, taking them the other way. And releasing the arms. Just giving the arms a big shake out. Get a little crazy with it. Shake it out. And then come back onto your hands and knees in your tabletop. Again, tuck those toes, and we're just going to lift those knees ever so slightly off the mat. Breathing here. And then lifting the hips up towards the sky. You might step your feet back a little bit as you come into your downward dog. First downward dog of the day, bend one knee, then the other. Walk your dog out a little. And then when you're ready to find some stillness, really bend into the knees, find length through the spine, and from this place begin to straighten the legs any amount.
Inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Knee comes in through center. Send it back. Release your right foot down. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee towards right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee towards nose. Send it back and then release the foot down to the mat. Bend your knees up between your hands and walk forward to find your half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet. Sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Find your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Breathing here, finding some steadiness in your body. On an inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find length and a half lift. Then plant your hands and step your feet back, coming through plank. Pause and breathe here. Then lift your hips to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee through center. And then step that right foot forward. Lower the left knee. Become light on your fingertips through your low lunge. Maybe taking a gentle bob up and down here. Then on an inhale, sweep those arms up. Breathe here. We're going to extend those arms to a T and then bringing the palms to touch in front of the heart, we're going to turn towards the right side of the mat. Pause and breathe here. Then on your next exhale, take your left elbow outside of that right knee in a twist. Inhale, lift up through center, reach the arms up. Then exhale, lower the hands and step that right foot back. Lift your hips for your downward dog. Inhale, lifts the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Extend. Bring the knee in through center, pause here. Then step the left foot forward. Lower your right knee. Light on your fingertips as you breathe here in your low lunge. Maybe just taking a gentle little bob up and down. Then arms sweep up overhead. Breathing here. Before lowering the arms to a T, then bringing the palms to touch in front of the heart. Turn over that left knee. Pause here. Then exhale, take that right elbow outside of that left knee, coming through your twist. Inhale brings you back through center, reach up. Then release the hands and step back to your plank. Pause in your plank for a breath in. And then as you exhale, send the hips to the sky for your downward dog. Bend your knees, look between your hands and step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Ground down through your feet. Sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause and breathe in your mountain. On an inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And then plant your hands and step back to that plank. Pause in your plank here. Then on your next exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee through center. Lift it up a little higher towards the chest and then step it forward. Lower that left knee to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Arms come to a T, palms come to touch. Turn over the right leg. Lower the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Now tuck those back toes under as we lift that left knee off the mat. Breathe in here. Ground down into the feet and we're going to come up through center. Lower that back heel, parallel to the short side of the mat, arms come to a T. Warrior two. Right elbow, right knee. Sweep the left arm overhead. Left hand lowers to the mat, coming up onto the toes of the back foot. Right hand follows to the mat and step it back for your plank. Pause in your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips. Breathing in your downward dog. Inhale, lifts the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee towards chest, lift it up a little higher, and then step it forward. Lower the right knee down to the mat. Sweep the arms up. Relax the shoulders. Arms come to a T, palms come to touch. Turn over that left knee. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Then tucking those right toes, lift the knee off the mat. Inhale, lifts you up through center. Lower that back foot parallel to the short side of your mat for your warrior two. Left elbow, left knee. Sweep that right arm overhead. Lower the right hand to the mat. Tuck the toes of the right foot, step the left leg back. High plank. Exhale to your downward dog. Bend your knees, look between your hands and step your feet forward for your half lift. Exhale, fold in. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Back into your mountain pose. Breathe in here. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, folds you forward. Inhale to your half lift. Then plant your hands and step back to that plank. Pause and breathe here. With each plank, you're building trust in yourself and that you can hold it, that you can do it. Lift your hips for your downward dog. You know where we're going. Right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee through center. Lift it up a little higher and then step it forward. Lower your back knee. Inhale, lift up. Low lunge. Arms come to that T so you can bend the elbows and palms come in front of the chest. Turn over that right knee. Breathe in here.
Left elbow, right knee. Coming through your twist. Tucking those back toes, lift that back knee off the mat. Inhale, lift up through center, high lunge. Then lower that back foot, open out into your warrior two. Breathe in here. Right elbow comes inside of the right foot. Sweep the left arm overhead. Now option to stay here or option to wrap that right arm around the right leg. Left hand comes behind in the clasp. Pause and breathe. Getting that shoulder really close to that knee. Find length in the spine. Then with control, release the hands. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down, coming up onto the toes of that back foot. Step your right foot back through your plank. Pause here. Exhale, hips towards the ceiling. Breathing in your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Knee comes through center, lift it a little higher, and then step it forward. Lower your back knee. Low lunge. Pause and breathe. Arms to a T, palms come to touch. Turn over that left leg. Right elbow outside of left knee. Breathing here. Then coming back through center, tucking the toes of the back foot, lifting the knee, high lunge. Drop that back foot parallel to the short side of the mat, come through your warrior two. Left hand inside of left foot for your side angle. Option to wrap the left hand around the back of the leg, right hand comes to meet it, clasping the hands, open through the chest, breathing here. Release the hands, coming up onto the toes of the back foot, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale to your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees up between your hands, walk forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold in. Ground down through the feet, sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now walking your feet as wide as the mat. Toes are pointing out slightly, heels coming in slightly. We're going to lower down into our malasana, our squat. You might want to move back a little bit on your mat, so you're in about the center of your mat. Coming down into your malasana, elbows coming to the inside of the knees, long through the spine here. Now, as we come into play into our crow pose today, I suggest that you look forward slightly, because if you look straight down at the mat, you'll fall straight down on the mat. So look a little further forward. You can place a cushion or a pillow in front of you, so if you do fall forward, that you have that little bit of comfort there to catch you. Quite often as we come into malasana, the idea of falling can be the scary thing. So just know and do whatever you can to help yourself, so that if you do fall out, that you can try again and come back into it. We're going to bring our hands down to the floor in front of us, pressing those arms into the knees and the knees into the arms. We're going to come up onto the toes, leaning forward over the hands, and then just playing with lifting one foot off the mat, lowering it down, and lift the other foot off the mat. So this is not your standard crow pose that we're going into, but it's just having a play coming in from malasana. So you're still quite low to the ground, so it feels a little bit less scary. I find if I kind of tilt my fingers in slightly towards one another. It helps me find a little more stability. So again, lifting up onto your toes, looking forward, lifting one foot, and then perhaps you lift the other foot. And just find a little bit of air for like the smallest amount of time. It doesn't have to be much. It's, again, we're just playing here. Grounding down, lifting up, round through the spine a little as you lean forward, looking forward, breathing here, and lowering down. If you want to keep playing here, then you have the option to do so. If you're like familiar with crow and you want to take a proper crow, then you can do that too. I'm going to lift up, come up a little higher, bend into my knees, come up onto the toes, and bring my hands down to the floor. My knees are going to come in towards my underarms here. My back is going to round as I start to lean forward, lifting one knee off the mat, bending at the elbows, and then lifting the other. Breathe in here. Then releasing down when you're ready. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take our hands behind us and come to sit on your mats. Soles of the feet together, knees wide for your butterfly pose. And you might wrap your hands around your toes, lifting up, and then exhale, bending at the elbows, folding forward. Breathe in here. Inhale to lift, hands come to the outside of the knees in through center, and then we're going to roll down onto our backs, vertebrae by vertebrae. Soles of the feet to the floor, ground down into the feet, lift your hips up off the mat, coming through your bridge pose. Pause and breathe here. Exhale, lower down. We're going to take that one more time. Ground down into your feet, lift your hips, open up. This time option to walk the shoulder blades in under the chest, clasping the fingers so you can open through that front body a little bit more. Release the hands, sink the hips down. Bringing the knees into the chest, one hand to one knee, the other hand to the other knee. And we're just going to take some gentle circles with the knees in one direction. And then switching directions. Beautiful. Bring those knees in towards the chest and then allow them to drop open towards the underarms. Send the feet up towards the sky. Hands can come behind the knees to the ankles or to the outside of the feet for your happy baby shape. Breathe in here. Maybe taking a gentle rock from side to side in your happy baby. Then bring the soles to touch, the knees open wide. You're coming into your reclined butterfly shape. And then releasing the feet, bringing them down to the floor, extending the legs out long. Allow your feet to drop open, arms come down beside you, palms faced up. And simply letting go and relaxing into your Shavasana.
Begin to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Take some gentle movements through your fingers and your toes. Allow it to become bigger through the wrists and your ankles. Then walking your feet together, taking a full body stretch, becoming as tall as you can be, before bending your knees and rolling to the right side. Just pause on your side for a moment of gratitude for your body, for all that it does for you. And then when you're ready, make your way up to seated.
Alrighty. Today's quote is from an unknown author. Trust isn't given, it's earned. So learn to sit with your body, to feel, to understand it, so you can build trust in it, because when you trust your body, it honestly just feels so much better. And then you can start to learn to trust others, because you know what it feels like to trust in yourself. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Namaste.
If you did enjoy this class, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe to follow along with the rest of the yoga journey, and hit the notification bell to see when videos drop. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.